Schedule a free design consultation, and the more you buy, the more you'll save on blinds, shades, shutters, and more from Budget Blinds. Visit budgetblinds.com today.
All right, so Nairman's here for sports, and it's gut check time for the Lloydminster Bobcats as they only have 9 games left in the regular season.
They do, and of course they are nursing a 2-game losing streak. Not the biggest deal, but they are licking their wounds. Scoring has dried up, and of course the boys will have to try and figure something out to get back to their scoring ways as other teams are slowly catching up to them.
Practice started and ended with a bang as some stayed behind to work on their shooting. The Bobcats have been struggling as of late, going 4-5-1 in January. But it was their 3-2 loss against their rivals Bonnyville that left coach Geary Van Herway not too happy.
We got to look in the mirror and look at ourselves. It's not how well and how committed the other teams are. It's how uncommitted we've been the last 3-4 games.
Lack of commitment to the play is what's costing the Bobcats valuable points in the standings. What was once a comfortable second-place cushion in the North Division has all but evaporated. They currently sit 3 points up on the Fort McMurray Oil Barons.
And winning games this time of the year and going into the playoffs is a lot different than it is September and October. And I think some guys have figured that out and some guys haven't. And for this team to win, we need 20 guys in the ice to figure that out.
Scoring has been an issue for the Bobcats recently. Besides their 7-2 beating on the Calgary Canucks, the team is having a hard time producing 4 lines of scoring. And what was once a staple for the blue line, goals from the point are not happening as they used to.
We obviously can't rely on just a couple guys to score. We need everyone going. Like, we're all capable of scoring goals, and obviously with Pat out, he's a big offensive force, but leaves room for other guys to step up and put some pucks in the net.
The captain hasn't hit the back of the net in 12 games, dating back to December. He knows he needs to get back to the basics of his game.
We need more garbage goals, and usually that's what I'm all about. But yeah, I've been a little snake bit lately. I don't know what it is, but hopefully it doesn't last much longer.
Like, it's tough sometimes. Like, things aren't going the way, the bounces aren't going your way, but I don't know, I have to get out of a drought. You just got to do the little things and worry about the team winning.
Van Herway says this is the time of year when other teams are turning it up, but he's afraid his team may be grasping onto their sticks just a bit too tight.
We're not losing hockey games because of the team in the other dressing room. We're losing hockey games because of the team in our dressing room. And you need to look at the mirror and look back to where you were having that success and find a way to get back there. And that's where we're at right now with whether it's Bryce Woodward or Devin Green or Taylor Mulder. We need to look in the mirror and figure out why did we have success, and we're not right now.
Meanwhile, the Bobcats' most consistent producer may be out of the lineup again. Patrick Geary, who's averaging a point a game, injured his shoulder last week in practice. Now, he played last Friday, getting an assist on the Cats' only goal, but missed Sunday's tilt against Bonnyville.
It's like the nerve back in here, and it's kind of, I guess, overstretched or whatever, and so then whenever I was getting hit, it was just getting re-aggravated. I heard it in practice on last Monday, tried to play through it, and then just in that first period kind of got a bad hit, and it just went downhill.
The coaching and training staff say it's best if he took some time off to heal. He's considered day-to-day. It's not known if he'll be in tonight's lineup.
It doesn't matter how bad you need the Patrick Gearys and some of those players. Until they're healthy, they're of no value to you, and you're not going to risk any long-term injuries by putting somebody in early.
All right, into that big tilt that we are talking about. This is the 5th and final time this season the Bobcats play Whitecourt. Now, they split the season series so far 2 games apiece, but the Wolverines have won the last 2, outscoring them 8-3. In fact, this is the 3rd meeting in just a month. Puck drop is 7:30 at the Scott Safety Center, and we will have a score for you tonight on Late Night News. All right, meanwhile, the Bantam AAA season is winding down. The Lloydminster foremost Heat pretty much fighting for their playoff lives. Now, they wound up on the wrong side of a 6-5 game against the Wings last night. Chase Haygarth notched 2 goals and an assist in the losing effort. Now, a huge loss of 2 points for the Heat as Camrose is now just 1 point back. But the Heat can take control of their own playoff destiny. They have 2 more games left in their schedule, with their final one coming against those very same Red Wings. But before that, Heat are back in action this Saturday in Leduc. All right, we're going to begin on the pebbled ice. Curling fans are keeping tabs on Wainwright as the town is hosting the Boston Pizza Cup. Now, 12 teams are vying for a spot at this year's Brier in Calgary. So we're going to head to the A event this morning. We have Jamie King taking on Brent Bowell. So head to the fourth end. King with his first rock. He is facing 3 yellow stones at the top of the tee line. Well, King comes up with a great triple knockout. He would score a deuce to take a 5-1 lead. Now in the fifth end, Bowell in trouble. He's trying to clear the red stones in the forefoot. Bowell will get 1, but roll his shooter, giving up a steal of 2. Now Bowell a little frustrated. He's down 7-1 at the break. In the sixth end, King lying 3. Bowell needing a full 4-foot, going for the draw, but the shooter, well, it's just going to be too heavy. Another steal of 2 for King, and well, that would be it. Jamie King wins by a score of 9-1 in 6 ends. All right, well, we're going to head back to Wainwright, where our Moses Woldu is there with curling veteran Scott Manners as they dissect the action of the day so far.
Well, it was a great morning draw for Jamie King in particular, 9-1 over Brent Bowell. I'm with Scott Manners, of course. You've been in this situation before on the Saskatchewan side, and you know what it takes to kind of go through the process. Talk about Jamie's performance, particularly that fourth end. He had that great triple knockout, and you noticed something a little bit more to that. Discuss.
Yeah, for sure. It was a great start for the King team today. You know, it was a little bit of a seesaw battle to get going, but the team huddled together in that fourth end. A great triple takeout by Jamie to really set the momentum for the rest of the game. It really set the tone for the team and a great start.
And you notice on the other end, Bowell a little frustrated, a couple of shots. It seemed that the ice was a little fast today. That's kind of indicative of how things go on an opening draw for an opening tournament, correct?
That's right. You know, and the Bowell team coming in here from Calgary, I know they've traveled a little bit, maybe not as much as some of the other teams that are here. And you really need that throughout the season, that consistent play. It was just missing from their game today. But, you know, nonetheless, I know they'll be back with another performance later on tomorrow. They'll have to wait. And more exciting games coming tonight, too, as well, Moses. So.
As for Mr. King, well, he will have the luxury of facing Kevin Cooey, who won the Brier last year. However, Johnny Moe will be taking his spot in the Brier as Team Canada. Cooey has a new team, so that's going to be definitely interesting to see how they gel. Also, another quick note for that draw for tonight, you also have a battle of the Kennedys, because you'll have Glenn and Mark face each other in that Cooey and King draw. We'll have more highlights coming from that event, as well as plenty of other post-game reaction later tonight in sports. Back to you.